In the last episode of the Sabang to Merauke journey, I traveled to the Lore Lindu National Park in Central Sulawesi to find the ancient megaliths. But I wanted to travel deeper into the park, so in this episode, I go with my friends, Rai and Errol, and together, we set out to challenge the so-called dry season. And through the mountains, we'll come across sliding trucks, stuck trucks, slippery roads, blocked roads, broken roads, hanging roads, in an adventure with constantly wet boots and obstacles to overcome.
Oh my god.
We will find the Bada Valley and explore its hidden gems.
Nih ya pakai motor nih. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is 6:18 and today we got a long day on the road. So, gerimis sedikit ya. Dan kalau lihat di sana hujan. But we hope we won't have too much rain today. So, makan dulu, then we're gonna grab the gear and time to get on the road. Siap.
Siap. Siap.
Siap.
Ready.
Masih bangun.
Selalu cair. Coba deh sini ada jangan.
The guys and I then refueled with some noodle soup and boiled eggs for the journey ahead of us. And it wasn't until I reviewed these clips that I realized I might have a salt problem. Anyway, we then packed up our stuff and prepared our rain clothes, as some rain was almost guaranteed, because we would be traveling plus 200 kilometers through Poso, as the new road to Bada wasn't suitable.
Alright guys, as usual we didn't make it quite on time, 20 past 7, but that's how it is. Let's go. Makasih, mari Pak. Thank you guys. And today Errol is riding Vario 125. Yesterday he said so many times, "Oh Chris, I'm so sorry, I cannot keep up with you on because I have to ride the scooter." But yeah, no stress. We'll drive a little bit slower today. See you guys. Yo. Mari. And here we go. Long day ahead on the road. It's nice and cool. We got no wind, no wind, no rain. So, yeah, should be good.
Errol led the way, as he's actually from this area. So to get out of the Bada Valley, we went through mountains and small villages. But it didn't take long before dark clouds started pulling up. All my bags are fully waterproof, but the guys' bags, they weren't. And their rain clothes were slightly more simple, so we hoped that it wouldn't rain for too long. Unfortunately, the rain did not stop. It actually only got worse, to a point where the low visibility was becoming risky. So we took shelter with some other locals, and they already knew who we were, as we had taken a photo with their family member the day before.
Oh, your mom? Keren. Alright guys, it is 9:18 and it's raining so much now that it's actually a bit dangerous to continue because the visibility is getting quite low. So now we're stopping for a bit of benzene. We're paying 15,000 rupiah here per liter. And then a bit of kopi gula aren, yeah? Yes. So, yeah. Better to be safe and wait a little bit.
The rain didn't seem to let up. So with a long way to go, we had to continue. But the roads were now getting pretty slippery as we headed up the steep and muddy hills. And I was about to be reminded of the importance of keeping to the side of the road as an oncoming truck was about to lose traction.
Apa? Tidak aman apa? Kaget. Bro, berapa kan kan? Lihat kondom. Lima kondom.
I'm not gonna lie, that nearly made me shit myself, as that truck could potentially have pushed all of us off the side of the mountain. Anyway, we still had a long way to go, so even though the weather was a bit against us and the roads kept getting more slippery, we had to keep going. But we all knew, eventually, one of us would fall. The question was, who would it be? So we proceeded with caution. Ish.
Licin banget. Saya dapat videonya.
And I had actually fallen as well, a few moments before myself, as his bike doesn't have ABS. So now, it was 2 out of 3.
Yuk, bisa jatuh ya, bisa jatuh. Bisa jatuh.
Aku nggak mau.
Sudah jatuh, bisa lagi.
Sudah 2 korban ini.
Sudah. Tapi masih aman.
Masih aman.
Sangat kotor.
Sangat kotor sekali.
Mungkin malam ini harus mandi ya. Ya. But all good. And the time is 11:30. Setengah 12. Ayo. Yuk, go. Gas.
It wasn't until then that I noticed Errol's secret. He'd been riding in flip-flops all day. A true Indonesian. So the sun finally started to show as we came down from the mountains. And we decided to take a small lunch break before our next stretch along the coastline to Poso. And it just so happened that Rai had some family in that area. So we paid them a small visit.
Alright guys, it is 1:45 and we have made our first stop today, which is here at Rai's auntie's house, so his mother's sisters. So his mother, I'm tired. His mother's sister. And here we're gonna have a little bit of lunch, and I think we're gonna rest for about 1 hour. And then we still have about 1.5 hours to go to a place called Tentena. And from Tentena, we'll take a short break, and then we will drive supposedly 4, maybe 5 hours to Bada. So we still have a long way. I'm hoping we can arrive before it gets dark today. But so far it's been a fantastic ride. It just takes so much energy. So now I will makan, maybe see if I can sleep half an hour. By neck fence. And I did just check Machan. He is dirty, but after the crash, still okay. Just very kotor, as you can see.
Raya and I could finally take off our wet boots and dry our feet for a bit. But you know who didn't have that problem? Mr. Errol, because his shoes were made of plastic. So Raya's auntie, she had cooked a delicious fish soup. And with our bellies full, we decided to continue, as we now had an unexpected stop to make in Poso.
Ta-da, guys. See you guys. Bye. Honey. Oh, such a sweet family. So actually, Rai, he crashed before I did earlier today, and he broke his front brake. So now we actually have to stop in Poso and fix his brake before we can continue, because otherwise it's a little bit dangerous if he can't use his front brake. Oh yeah, and and Errol, he broke his phone screen. So while we're in Poso and fixing the brake, we're also gonna fix his phone screen. So yeah. On the way to Poso.
Unfortunately, finding the part that Rai needed wasn't as easy as we had thought. We eventually found a place where they could fix Rai's bike. But in the meantime, we had heard that there might be a landslide along our route. So we agreed that I should go ahead first and check out the situation.
This does not look good, guys. Long line of cars. I'm guessing this is where the landslide have been. Wow. We're looking at so far 500 meters of cars waiting in line. But I do see some bikes coming this way though, so with a little bit of luck, might actually be able to get through. Oh, it looks bad. Holy moly. Bisa lewat sekat? Ya. Makasih, Pak. Wow. Maybe we can see it better over here from the other side. Crazy. Tidak bisa lewat?
Tidak bisa. Di depan ada kendaraan. Car big.
Aha.
Melintang.
Ada car jatuh?
Enggak. Ya.
Okay, guys, let's try and park much and see what's going on over here. Whoa. Oh, gitu. Halo. Selamat siang. Whee! So basically, this was the shortcut out of around the landslide, but a truck tried to go this way and have now fell into the house. Almost. Waduh. Gila. Halo. Wah. Halo, halo. Tidak bisa lewat. Halo. Nggak bisa. There's exactly not enough space to get past.
As Raya and Errol would soon arrive here, I had to try and find a shortcut, or as we say here in Indonesia, a jalan tikus, a mouse way.
Bisa, Pak? Boleh saya lihat? So one of the locals here is telling me I can drive through their garden. Let's check it out. Lewat sini. Oh, nggak apa-apa ini, nggak apa-apa, aman. So we can drive through here. It's not too slippery. Let's see if Macan can get through here. Bisa sini. Bisa belok. Bisa. Terima kasih banyak, Pak. Okay, let's test, guys. With a little bit of luck. Makasih, Pak. Well, haven't tried this before. Driving through someone's garden. I did not expect this to happen today. So I just sent a photo to Rai and to Erel so they know which way I'm going. And luckily the police is not upset with me. She's waving me her way. Aman. And we are through. Yeah. So the excavator is coming to dig out the big Pertamina gas truck that's crushed into the house. What a day. Okay, makasih, Pak. Pak, terima kasih banyak. Yeah, thank you, Bu. Makasih. Alright, guys, and we are back on the road. Oh, I did not expect this. Oh my god. You know what? Let's have a quick look if they don't mind. Hopefully they won't get upset with me. Oh, longsor. Baru kemarin?
Ya, kemarin. Pagi.
Tidak ada orang meninggal ya? Luckily, no people passed away. Wah. Waduh.
Pak Kris ya?
Iya, salam kenal Pak. Siapa namanya?
Pagio.
Pagio, salam kenal Pak. Saya mau ke Bada hari ini.
Oh, Bada. Mau naik ya?
Iya, mau naik. Dan saya harus sampai jam 5:30. Jadi, gas. Hati-hati di jalan Pak. Yuk, mari. Ya Pak.
Nonton videonya Mister, saya berfoto dulu.
Boleh Pak, boleh. Dan terima kasih Bapak suka nonton video saya.
Saya biasa nonton.
Terima kasih banyak. Nice to meet you Pak. Oke Pak, mari. I was not expecting to meet subscribers out here, that's for sure. Bisa, ya. Mari Pak.
And about 1 hour later, I had arrived at Tentena, in front of the massive Lake Poso. But we had now gotten a new update. There was another landslide ahead of us. And if we wanted to get to Bada, we had to get there before 6:30, when the road would be closed for maintenance.
Alright guys, it's 4:15, and yeah, I really have to hurry up if I want to make it before they close the road. But I had to park Machen here for a sec. I've just come down a small village road, and yeah, I hope the view is as good from up top as it is here. It looks.
Your phone ringing. Your
Ah, it's
phone
right.
ringing.
See if we
Big
can pick
boy,
it up.
come pick up.
Hey bro. Alright guys, it's Rai. I gotta take this. See you in a bit.
Saya juga sudah di Tentena.
Ah oke, coba cek live location saya sangat dekat. Saya bikin drone clip sekarang.
Oke.
Hey bro. You made it. Baik. Erel di mana?
Di belakang saya tadi.
Oh, oke. Bro. Masih OTW. Baru ketemu lagi. 48 kilo lagi. Tapi lihat view-nya sangat bagus.
At this point, we were all ready to arrive. And it seemed doable, with the thought of us only having to ride another 2 hours. But our patience was about to be tested, as there indeed had been a landslide. We were all very hungry, tired, and now out of water.
So guys, big problem. It's 10 minutes past 6 and we have come to a place now where there's a landslide, and it seems that there's a car stuck and an excavator is trying to dig it out. And now Rai, he just tried to drive up there and he just showed us 2 arms with like a cross. And all he's saying, maybe we have to wait here for a long time, but worst case, the video is gonna end here. We'll see. Jadi,
Sangat-sangat dalam.
mobilnya
Ya, sangat-sangat dalam tenggelamannya. I think butuh 1 jam untuk mengeluarkan itu. Kalau sana lolos, kita harus duluan lewat, jangan mobil trek itu duluan. Kalau mobil trek itu duluan, dia akan tertanam lagi.
The truck was in deep, so we had to wait for an excavator. But we had no idea if it would take 1 hour or 5 hours before we could pass. Because on the other side, there was a long line of people who had already been waiting for 3 hours. Once the excavator finally arrived, we then waited for them to dig out the truck. And even more lucky, it was decided that the bikes were allowed to pass first. But I had 0 pattern left on my tires, so I worried that my nearly 300 kilo motorcycle would get stuck as well. Errol didn't seem too worried, as he had taken off his shoes. We were finally allowed to pass, but as expected, my bike did get stuck. And of course, this was also when my GoPro reached its breaking point and crashed.
We did it! We did it! Thank God. Oh my God.
But with a bit of help, we made it. So we drove with great speed to our homestay in Bada and arrived just 1 hour later. And after 13 hours on the road, we were all running on backup power. So much, in fact, that I shot a 10-minute end of the day update, but without attaching the microphone. It was a misty first morning in Bada, and it felt like we were in a village in the clouds, as it was super humid and not a ray of sunshine was coming through. All of our gear was either dirty, wet, or both, and it was a chilly 18 degrees in the valley. Even for me, that's a bit cold. But for the guys, that's really cold.
Selamat pagi bro.
Selamat pagi.
Dingin ya?
Sangat dingin sekali.
Saya coba bangun jam 5, saya lihat, nggak bisa. Jam 6, nggak bisa. Jam 7, fuck, harus bangun. Pizza.
Gimana bro?
Ya,
Sepatu basah terus.
sepatu basah terus, tidak pernah kering dan sangat-sangat bau.
Sangat bau. Sama. Sangat bau dan sangat kotor.
We then met with our local guide, Ibu Ruli, and got ready to make our bikes even more dirty.
Selamat pagi, guys. It's nearly 10 o'clock and we are ready to continue the adventure, or as ready as we could be. Weather's okay. Our stomachs are full, our bikes are dirty, and our shoes are wet, so we're ready. Gaspol. Nade. So they told me that here in Bada, the sun doesn't come up until, you won't see the sun until maybe like up by, I think they said 10 o'clock, because all morning it's always like this, ridiculously beautiful, covered in clouds as we are inside of the valley. Here we have the big river right next to our homestay. Sangat indah. Pagi. Pagi, Pak. Tabe. Bit of morning traffic. Oh, I really don't want to fall here. Not just yet. Wow. Nothing like a little bit of morning off-road. Pagi, Pak. Pagi lagi. 2 minutes into our ride of the day, and here comes the first challenge. What a view! Woo. Full focus. I don't think this bridge is used to handling 250 kilo bikes, but so far so good. Might have to give it a little bit of gas. Woo. Oh, that's a rush. That'll wake you up. Oh man. Oh, I think I pissed my pants. Ja, ik merk het blir en god dag. God dag.
And so, after days of traveling all the way from Palu, we had arrived at the most famous and tallest upright standing megalith in Central Sulawesi, the Patung Palindo, standing at 4.2 meters tall and carved from a single ancient stone. We don't know who made it or exactly why, but it's hard not to notice the large phallic shape on it. While it's not proven, it is the archaeological interpretation that it symbolized fertility, strength, or life force. And some say that Palindo, in the local language, means entertainer or the one who brings joy.
It's, I've seen the pictures so many times. I've thought about going here for so long, and now we're finally here. It is just a stone in the ground, but it's a 2,000 or 3,000 year old stone, and it's so unique. It's like, yeah, it's probably, I would say, the icon of Central Sulawesi. It's a good day for the Sabang sama Merauke journey. I had no idea that Bada was this big. We've basically just been driving around village after village, only connected by these small off-road paths with mountains all around us. Here we have the Rumah Tambi, the traditional Bada house. Ibu Ruli says that there's a big Rumah Tambi a bit further down the road. Wow, would you look at that?
front of some of the houses, the locals were drying something in the sun. And it turns out, a lot of the farmers here harvest cacao beans. Because the climate and the fertile soil provides ideal growing conditions. So 2 big bags like this is the result of 2 weeks of harvesting. And the prices, they can fluctuate a lot. But at the moment, the price is 75,000 rupiah per kilo. So these 2 bags will generate an income of 20 million rupiah, or roughly $1,200.
Hey, another river crossing. Wish me luck. This one looks a little bit more safe. Oh, howdy. Hello, hello, Pak. Do not know what it is about these river crossings. That always feels a bit special. Welcome, guys, to Bada. Di sini ada rumah Tambi. Mantap.
The Rumah Tambi is the traditional house of Bada, and it's how the locals used to live. Ibu Ruli checked some facts with a couple of passing locals, but I didn't understand what they said, because here they still speak the local language, Bahasa Bada.
Rumah seperti ini didiami masyarakat Bada sampai sekitar tahun 1970-an akhir. Masih ada orang yang tinggal di rumah seperti ini. Ini namanya Tambi. Kemudian itu namanya Buho. Buho itu tempat menyimpan perbekalan.
Oke.
Iya.
Ibu sudah pernah tinggal dalam rumah seperti ini atau tidak?
Tidak.
Suami ibu sudah pernah tinggal?
Pernah tinggal. Masa kecilnya di rumah seperti ini. Dan rumah yang ditempati suami saya, rumah paling besar Sengamba Bada ini. Betul? Iya. Rumah paling besar, Tambi paling besar. Itu sekarang jadi rumah kami. Tapi sudah tidak ada Tambinya.
Willie told me that it's actually been almost 50 years since people stopped living in these traditional houses. And that's what I'm seeing in so many of these places I visit around Indonesia. The traditional ways, they're just slowly fading away. Now they're just luckily being kept still as a memory. But as we get more and more modern, living in brick houses with signal and hot water and all this, it's the world is changing. And of course, that's a good thing. And just my opinion, the most important thing is that we still remember the old ways and still try to preserve it. Like they're doing here with these Rumah Tambis. This is a protected house now, so that we can still be reminded of how the traditional suku Bada used to live. It's only 1 o'clock and it's raining again. So now we're gonna go back, get some lunch, and there's so much more I wanted to film here in Bada actually. Unfortunately, we only have 24 hours here. There's a lot to see, and as a videographer or a photographer, probably even more, you can easily spend a week here capturing stunning landscape photos, pictures of the locals, the animals, the views, everything. But you know what? As we only have 24 hours here, I'm just gonna capture whatever I can and make sure to enjoy the time as well. So I think we're gonna have lunch now. We're gonna have a beer for lunch because we can, because they have, and then maybe a little nap, and we'll see what the afternoon brings. Jangan lupa menikmati juga. Oi, gaspol. Orang gila. Wapa. Capek. That means makan siang, 1 bintang, 1 nap.
The homestay had cooked us a decent lunch with some eggs mixed with eggplant, chicken, homemade chili sauce, and vegetable soup. Should I maybe change my wet and dirty clothes? Nah, who cares? All my things are dirty anyway. Nap time.
Alright guys, it is the afternoon. It is nearly 3:30. So far no rain, it's good. And we are heading for our last spot to end an absolutely fantastic trip. But stay to the end guys, because I have a special bonus surprise for you today.
In the afternoon, Iburulu took us to see one last attraction. The time had passed by so fast, so if you ever come here, I would recommend spending at least 2 to 3 days, as there is so much to see. But I was super grateful because Errol and Narai had been a ton of fun to travel with, and they had made the trip. So to end it the right way, we set out to find a special spot.
Okay guys, for the ending of this video, I told the guys we gotta go up high and find a view of all of Bada. But there actually isn't one. So we have to find one, or basically create one. So right now we've just found a hill that is there's definitely no easy track here, and we're just gonna make our way up to that hill, and hopefully we can see all of Bada. Ayo guys, hiking dulu. Nih apa ke motor nih? Who was it who had this dumb idea? Oh my god. The grass didn't look so high from down below. Hati-hati bro. Oh my god. Putus. Rusak?
Yes.
Oh, oke.
Apa yang rusak?
Apa ya? Sandal nah. Coy hati. Gas bro. Oh my god. I don't know if this is just plain stupid or if it's also dangerous. Only one way to find out lah.
Ada yang bawa air putih?
Nggak ada.
Pintar.
Ada bintang saja. Oh my god. Panas. Ayo, gaskon. Almost arrived at the top of Mount Everest. Alright guys, here we are. The last day of the trip on top of Bada. It has been 6 incredible days, starting from Palu, going to Behoa, then finding out that we couldn't go on the new road, having to drive more than 200 kilometers around just to get to Bada. But so many new experiences, new friends, good times. It has been, just fantastic. Few surprises. I have become the official brand ambassador for Garmin Indonesia. Maybe you've noticed that I've been using the new Instinct 3. I've just received it and been testing it this week. So far, really happy with it, especially the solar function. You guys may know that I used to use the Apple Watch, which only lasts battery for 2 days. Now I've been using this one for more than 2 weeks. We still got 6 days left, and it's actually been charging while I've been under the sun. But anyway, also loving the flashlight function, tracking my sleep. So many good functions in the watch that I will share with you guys later, as this year I will be testing several new Garmin models. So super excited about that. But now, for the end, because we have come all the way up here to enjoy the view and drink an ice cold bintang. Thank you so much for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, because after the outro I got a special surprise for you. Cheers.
Cheers bro.
Thank you for a good trip, yeah guys? Oh, sangat haus dia. Enak. Oh. Enak banget anjing.
Enak banget.
The following day, we headed back towards Palu. And the landslide we had driven through a few days earlier had now been fixed, so it was safe for us to pass once again. Rai, he lost his fuel cap and replaced it with a plastic cup and a stone inside the cup to keep it down.
Luar biasa, biasa di luar.
And after Tentena, we made a small stop at the famous Saluopa waterfall. As the guy said, it would almost be a crime just to pass by this place. Unfortunately, Machan gave up on the way home. I had tried to fix Machan's rusty tank cap a week earlier in Palu, but it had now gotten completely stuck again, and trying to force it open, I would risk breaking the only chipped key I had left. So, we came up with another solution. Even though it was a holiday, we found a local in Poso who agreed to remove the seats from his small tourism bus and transport us back to Palu. This, by the way, takes 6 hours and didn't include any air conditioning. But it was still special, and I couldn't help but smile, because after 28 months of traveling together, this was Machan and I's last ride together.
Selamat pagi guys, it is January 6th and I am back in Jakarta after having spent Christmas with my family, and today we are going to reveal something very exciting I've been waiting a long time to share with you guys. So right now I'm here with Sharon, my assistant here in Jakarta, and we are on our way to BSD. So let's go there and let me show you guys what I'm talking about. It's gonna be a good day. Is it here? There, I can see the sign. Alright, let's go.
We then met up with Fifth Group, member of Astra, and they help people turn their Honda motorcycle dreams into reality. So after years of chasing mine, they had reached out to support my project. But before sending the bike to Sulawesi, I had to test it first to see if I liked it.